Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, John Jordan. So we're back with Knight's Story, which is the Ethereum version of EOS Knights. It's actually an updated version, but effectively it is the Ethereum version of EOS Knights. So very similar in the sense that it is a idle RPG. So whenever you start the game up, pretty much you find that your heroes, your knights, have all died. So we can see here they got to wave 37 and they've collected some resources, so they've got some XP and some of this kind of water, which is a magic water I think it's called, which is a kind of internal currency, and also we've got some dropped some items, so we can pick up some items, although run out of inventory space. So this is basically what happens. This is the point of the grind. You try and destroy as many waves as enemies as possible, and they drop loot and you pick it up. So let's go and have a look at my materials. Here's my materials. You can see I can only carry 28 of those. If I want to upgrade that, I have to go and buy magic beans. Magic beans are soft currency, hard currency, sorry, I should say. So hard currencies, I have to spend money to get them, which I'm not going to do at the moment. So let's go back here and so what I can do is they have this kind of nice mechanic, which is actually new. This wasn't in EOS Knights. So you can synthesize materials. So in this case, I'm synthesizing 3 woods to get a smelting stone. It's obviously a more powerful material, and it has a success rate. So it was successful. So I've converted some of those, 3 of those to that, and this one I'm going to do smelting stones to papyrus. So you can see how, like any good RPG, everything you do is useful in the sense that it gives you better resources. So that's kind of one of the reasons to grind. So now I can go back and pick up these. Okay, and now I restart. So the whole thing continues over again. I see you got some XP and some magic water, and off they go. What I could do, so one of the new things actually about this game, if I press the right button, so we can see here at the moment we're fighting in the forest goblin. So the stray cats is the first kind of mission you do. That's fairly easy. You have to complete 50 waves, and then you end up in these other different ones. So the forest goblin, the iron orc, the skeleton flock, the tough leather, and the jeweled guardian. So each of these drops different sorts of things. So we could go, you can see I've got to 37 on the forest goblin, 32 on the iron orc. So we could go and do some, just swap over here and we'll go and do a different attack. So I'm fighting these guys now, and they're going to start dropping different things. They're dropping crystals now. So if I want to, I can just kind of pick up as I go along. So I can do some more synthesis. Notice the success rates were quite high, 85%. So the success normally happens when you get to some other things. It gets to much lower rates. So that even at 85%, that one failed. So I got a bit more water, but basically those resources were kind of just used up, destroyed, without me getting what I wanted. So we just leave that going. So one of the new things about this game is you go and you have to kind of go through and fight different levels to kind of collect all the things you need. The point of collecting stuff is to go make items. So these are the items I've got equipped to my characters, 3 characters. So here's a new one that I have here, the Korean bow. It's actually not that good compared to the bow I've got. So we can see here the bow I've got at the moment, the battle bow, is actually attack 249, whereas this one attack is going to be not that much. You may have noticed also here I've actually got 2 of these battle bows, so I can actually go in. This one's equipped, so it's a 99% battle bow. It's been leveled up to level 2, so I can actually, with that other one that was in my inventory, I can what they call synthesize it. So very much the same as we saw with the items. I actually need 4. I need to synthesize 4 other battle bows to level this one up. So I can't do it yet. But you can see that one's gone from my inventory, and if I get another one now, I can synthesize that, and also there is a like with the other materials, there is a percentage success chance. So a lot of this stuff now, much more than the previous game, is based around this kind of success chance. So a lot of times you grind up and then you don't get the resources that you don't get the outcome that you want. So there's kind of more grind in this game. So this one here is only a 25% success rate. so this one will fail probably. Obviously 1 in 4, hopefully. One of those will win. So this, actually, I've been playing this game, and this is the kind of game you play, you just keep it going in the background and maybe kind of log in a couple of times a day. You don't normally play it like this, at least I don't. And I find that this is actually a bit more grindy. It's a slower pace than the original game, EOS Knights, which I did play, to be fair, for months and months and months. And I would still be playing now if I could actually get on the EOS blockchain, which I can't because it's congested and I haven't got enough EOS staked. But this one is definitely one of the things they've done here is make it more grindy. I mean, it's kind of, to a degree, there's more things to do, but it's more grindy. What else can we do? So there's the pet stuff. So the pet was in before. They've changed it slightly, so I can spend some of my water and get a pet. So there's a pet there, and then a pet is like any other material, so I can go in and I could level up this Angray Cum. The English isn't always so great because the developer's Korean, but I can synthesize that, and that it didn't level up, but it is. I need 8. I need to consume 8 other pets to level that one up, so I can do that. I can get a better pet tickets if I have this hard currency. I have 45 of those beans. I can get a better pet. And I guess the big thing that I'm waiting for at the moment is I'm level 7, almost level 8. When I get to level 9, this village will unlock, and then you can start doing buildings. Again, this was in EOS Knights, but it's a nice way you can start using materials, and you can create buildings, and then you can merge the buildings together. If you have 3 buildings, you merge them together to get more powerful buildings, and the buildings give persistent bonuses for the different characters depending on what buildings you decide to build. So everything is layered into grind, and it's even a bit more grindy than before. So I mean, that's fine. It's just this kind of idle game. That's how it works. You may be asking, where's the blockchain? Good question. So because it's running on Ethereum, all this is centralized. This is not blockchain at all. But if we go into here, we have this thing called MyKey. And MyKey is your Ethereum account. So you make items, my Knights items that you completely own. So the current items in there at the moment are just on a centralized server. I can't do anything. I can't trade them. I can't sell them. In order to do that, I have to obviously have an Ethereum account to put them on the Ethereum blockchain. So I can do that with a MetaMask or Dapper wallet or a mobile wallet or Fortmatic, or different sorts of wallets. Or I can just create. I think the default, if you create it with this Fortmatic account. But I can do that, and then once I've created an account, I can then you can see at the top of the screen here, I've got this as 2+. So these are the tickets that you need in order to create your items, put your items on the blockchain. So I haven't done it yet, so I can't really show you how to do it. That'll be a video for another time. But yeah, as you kind of play the game, you get some of these items, these special items that you need to put something on the blockchain. When you get to a high level, you can even put these jewels, these materials on the blockchain as well. These ones are very low level, so you wouldn't bother doing it. But that's the blockchain element. They kind of moved the blockchain element. And here, just so you can quickly see the characters. So we can see here all the stuff they've got equipped. And it has different rarities, which is showing different colours and different percentages. It's kind of the purity. So obviously when you start to trade, a 99% one is worth more than a 50% one. These are kind of quite low level. As you get further into the game and these become more powerful items, you're more likely to get lower level ones, because then obviously the higher percentage ones are going to be more rare. So you can see at the bottom the stats of the individual characters. So there we go. It's kind of an interesting game in terms of, if you play the EOS Knights, how it's changed, more grindy. Blockchain is harder to get involved with. Partly that's mainly because it's on the Ethereum blockchain compared to the EOS blockchain. But being on the Ethereum blockchain makes it much easier. You don't have to set up EOS accounts. You don't have to be. Not everything is running on chain like with EOS Knights, which obviously became the problem when the EOS became horribly congested, and then you can't get on and play the game at the moment. So there we go. Night Story, well worth getting. It is on Google Play. You can just download it as a normal app from Google Play or from the Apple App Store, and you can obviously just play it. And at the moment, there's no point me being on the blockchain. I don't need to. I've not got any high-level characters or high-level items. Obviously, if I wanted to, I could go in and start spending money to buy high-level items to level up my characters, although there is also, for these characters, there is like a level block. So with some items, we can see here, all my characters are level 7 characters. High level items, you have to be of a certain level, probably higher than level 7, even to equip them. So it probably wouldn't make much sense for me to be on the blockchain at the moment. So very much kind of putting the blockchain where it needs to be in terms of having these items that actually might be worth a few dollars rather than these ones being worth nothing at all. So anyway, thanks for watching the video. I'll put the links to the app stores in the video comments below. If you have any comments, obviously let me know in the comments box. Blockchain Gaming World, I'm all about the world of blockchain gaming, so if you're interested in that, please do subscribe. We do a lot of videos about a lot of different sorts of games, and kind of try and make sense of what's going on with blockchain. But thanks for watching this video, and hope to see you again soon.